Giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. As always, we're going to start out with Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do, in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Give me thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the Most High power. We're going to be able to reach Him through our power, Hamashiach Yahushua, in the name of the anointed Savior. So we thank the Most High for everything, because He's worthy to be praised and glorified for everything. Hallelujah, to His glorious and holy name. So we're going to continue on. We know that the government is shut down, and people looking for solutions this way and that way, and you see that some people, they're really feeling the way we as a people, the Israelites, have felt for many years. Like, you don't have any money, so some people having to go to different food banks and handouts, receiving handouts, waiting lines and so forth. They're not used to that, because they're used to getting a paycheck. They got to work for free. We work for free for over 400 years with no pay. So they're seeing how it is, and it's not a very peaceful situation. It's not going to be peaceful at all if they don't make a change. So to the world, to everyone, either you're going to choose righteousness, which is keeping the laws of the Most High, or you're going to choose wickedness. And you're going to receive the judgment that's written, point blank, like we did. When you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 15th verse to the 68th verse, we the Israelites received all those curses. Nobody else in this world can say it happened to them. But we, the children of Israel, who we are, Negroid, Indian, Latino descent, of Negroid descent. So we're going to look at Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. No, we ended it. We're going to go to Joel, Salakia. We're going to go to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Joel, the 3rd chapter. I'm going to pick up there. Because, the Most High, He told the nations, the heathen, to beat their swords into puny hooks and farm utensils to get ready for the kingdom that's coming on this earth, which is the kingdom of heaven, which will be run by the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua and the 12 tribes of Israel. So looking at Joel 3 and 9, he says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Mashiach Yahushua, you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars. He said, this is Most High telling the Gentiles, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, to prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Wake up your most mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Let them come up. And they're going to come up. Understand this and overstand this point. They're going to come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. See? This is the war that's coming. World War III. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your puny hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So you see, all nations now, a whole lot of nations now have nuclear power. America's kind of trying to control it, but at the same time, they just said they found a hidden nuclear power structure in Korea. But look at let them come near. So look at 2nd Ezra 13. What is he saying? He's saying, let your armies, your navies, your marines, your air forces, everything that you have that's mighty, come forth. Prepare war. Just what they're going to do. And they're doing it right now before your eyes. Those that have eyes to see. Go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. And it says, and it came to pass, verse 1, after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong. This is Hamashiach Yahushua coming back in his angelic power with the thousands of heaven. How many thousands? Revelation 9:16. Let's see how many angels he's coming back with. Revelation 9:16. And the number of the army of the horsemen was 200,000. And I heard the number of them. That's 200 million angels. So he's coming back. Verse 3 of 2 Ezra 13th chapter. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, the angels of heaven. How many? 200 million angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Everybody gonna be trembling when they see Mashiach come back in his angelic power. Because he tell you in Isaiah 47:3, he said, I will not meet you as a man. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. Remember, he says he's going to burn this baby up. He's not going to bring forth water to flood the earth anymore. He's going to bring fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number, from the four winds of the heaven. That's the four corners of the earth. Because this is heaven right here on this earth. For someone, not for us. It's hell for the Israelites, but it's heaven for the Edomites and all the other nations that's in power right now. To subdue the man, to subdue a Mashiach Yahushai that came out of the sea. You see? But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I couldn't see it. Because this mountain represents the children of Israel, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, and the 144,000 that's going to be within that's going to be the ruling party with the Mashiach Yahushua. Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet does fight. So let you know, that's why the Most High say, hey, prepare war. So they preparing war. So they're going to be afraid, but yet they're going to fight. They're in the orders. The Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force of all these nations. These heathen nations. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of a innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So that's the conclusion of the whole matter. When you look at all these nations, the United Nations, and their Star Wars program, what do you think they need antimatter guns for? They plan to fight the angels. So going back to Joel 3, that's the conclusion of the whole matter. That's why the Most High telling them. Verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, among these nations, these other nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your puny hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High. That's that 200 million angels. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right over there in that Middle East, as they call it today. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You hear what he said? He said, put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. You're doing so much wickedness, some things most of us say we ain't supposed to talk about it so wicked. He said, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Most High Mashiach is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened. When you say ain't gonna be nothing but dust, what it say? Nothing gonna be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. The sun and the moon shall be darkened from the dust and the smell of smoke. And the stars shall withdraw their shining from the dust and the smell of smoke. You're not going to see no stars. You're going to see no sun. You're going to see no moon because all this destruction that's going to be happening. The Most High, the Washakawashai, also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake before, but the Most High will be the hope of his people. You hear that? The Most High and the Washakawashai going to be the hope. We're going to have faith in him, those that do. And the strength of the children of Israel. The strength, you hear that? Who can be more stronger than the Most High? That's what he's saying. Who could be more stronger than a Mashiach Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, who's coming in his angelic power, hanging out with Michael Allah, the Archangel of War, preparing to do what we just read by himself. He said he's going to burn them up, every one of them. So ain't going to be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. So it behooves you, if you part of that, you in the orders to follow that, you know what your judgment going to be. It's written. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. Verse 17, so shall ye know that I am the Most High, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. Ain't no other nation going to pass through our holy land of Israel anymore. We're going to be holy, true and pure to the Most High, and righteous. See, that's the good news. And that's the end result of it all. Verse 19, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. You hear that? That's a result of the innocent blood that's been shed in their land. It's going to be desolate. Ain't nothing going to live here. Nothing. Ever. As it is written. Isaiah 66. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, the Elohim, will come with fire. So he's coming with fire. And with his chariots, like a whirlwind. See? See, people don't recognize the power of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua as he's operating with his angels on this earth right now. He's operating. Look at Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Most High is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. So when you see Isaiah 66 and 15, for behold, the Most High will come with fire and with his chariots. His chariots are the angels, like a whirlwind spinning around. What they call flying saucers. They call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects. We call them IFOs, identified flying objects, because we know what they are because they're written here. To render his anger with fury, you hear that? To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire, to burn people up. That's why it behooves you to come back to the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, and don't believe the hype of the religions that say we're not under the law, but we're in a mercy and grace. How you get mercy and grace and you're going to do whatever you want to do against the Most High? He going to have mercy and grace on you. Mercy and grace is for the Israelites, point blank, only. Because we the only ones given the laws. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, shall be many. We just read how the armies, the navies, the marines, the air forces of all the nations coming together, the Gentile nations coming together to fight on Mashiach Yahushua. That's why they got their little space station in the sky. They're all working with that. Trying to go out in space to see if they can see the angels coming, getting ready to fulfill what's written here. But see, the elite know this, but the most people that, that's the layman, they don't understand this because they're not been given the truth. But they know this. Hear what he said? For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. Now, I say all the time, the Most High gave us dietary laws, what to eat and what not to eat. Now, you could think you could eat whatever you want to if you want to. In Leviticus 11 chapter, these are clean meats and unclean meats. Now, let's see what he says concerning you that want to eat whatever you want to eat. Because he just told you he come with fire. The slain of the Most High shall be many. Who he going to kill? This is for all you that eat whatever you want to eat. All you that eat doo-doo, animals or whatever it is, that fish that eat doo-doo, this for you. Listen. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating the pig. Swine is the pig, eating the hog, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination. Anything that Leviticus 11 chapter tell us that's not clean, that's an abomination, a filthy, wicked act, according to the Most High. That's a sinful act, to eat things that are against what the Most High told us we're supposed to put in our vessel. That's what it says, eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse. So the maids are going to have a whole lot of slain. And the mouse. And some of you Israelites that don't know what you're eating, y'all up there eating the orange chicken and all the things that they bring to the table. You eating everything, tasting everything. Oh, this tastes pretty good. Eating that rat. That's the mouse. Or the raccoon, squirrels, all that's possums, all that's abomination to the Most High. Shall be consumed together, said the Most High. Hear that? Consumed. I told you that the Most High is a consuming fire. That's why he said consumed. You're going to be burned up together, said the Most High. Make it mean something different. Make it say something different. You hear what he's saying. For I know their works and their thoughts. He know your works and your thoughts. He know what you're thinking now. And how you going off? Oh, nobody tell me what I can eat. Okay, well, he said he going to kill you. He going to burn you up for eating pig and anything that's abomination, anything that eat doo-doo. Shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish. I mean, they eat doo-doo. You are what you eat, bunch of doo-doo eaters. You are what you eat. That's why you got all these health problems. Can't get nothing straight. The doctor say cut back on it instead of tell you to leave it alone, period. You see your life better. That's why I say he's going to kill you. He said, they shall be consumed together. He said, for I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. Oh, yeah. You're going to gather everyone together. He said, you're going to see his glory. Psalms 28:3. See, y'all think you're going to just do whatever you want to do, and the Most High just going to bless you. Then you wonder why you're suffering, why you're going through this and going through that, because you ain't coming back to the Most High. Psalms 28:3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity. Nobody want to be with the wicked and the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Yeah, talk all nice and everything. That's the thing, you know, they plotting against you. Yeah. Speak peace. Oh, it's going to be all right. Everything going to be all right. Next thing you know, you in line, a soup line, trying to get a meal. But they speak peace. Oh, everything going to be okay because it's all right for them. But the mass majority is going to feel this. If you're not ready and prepared, if you don't have a relationship with the Most High, then what you going to do? You're going to follow right along with the rest of the heathen. And that's Israelites, that's heathens too. Because they following the same suit as what they've been programmed. They've been brain polluted. Their brains are dead to believe in what the system tells you. TV, newspaper, and so forth. Whatever they say, tell them this. And you're nothing but a bunch of robotees, because they the robots, the ones that just being told what to do. They're the robots, and you the robotees, following what the robots tell you to do. And don't even realize it. That's why it says, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. Render to them their desert. You hear what he said? For what they do, that's why he said you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Give them what they have done, the works of their hands and wickedness. Render to them the wickedness from what the wickedness they have done. That's why give them according to their deeds and according to their wickedness of their endeavors. When they doing all these things, plotting, and you see all the things that has happened, now you see it's backfiring. You put drugs in the neighborhoods, guns, and all the things that you've done to destroy the Israelites. Now it's backfiring. Look at all the deaths from drug overdoses and so forth. They got so many deaths, they said they got to have portable morgues. Did you hear what I'm saying? They got to have portable morgues because the morgues can't contain all the dead bodies, the dead carcasses that's being brought to them. So they got to have portable morgues where they rolling around to put the dead bodies in because there's so many dying from overdoses and so forth. Oh yeah, what goes around comes around. And they don't even know it. They don't even realize it. Now they're gonna get a vaccine to help them with the drugs so that they will be able to not be overdosing from the drugs. That didn't happen when they was flooding the ghetto with drugs. What vaccine did they give the Israelite man, the Israelite woman in the hood? You ever heard of that? What vaccine did we get to make sure that we didn't overdose or we didn't destroy ourselves through drugs? See, now it's backfiring. That's what he's saying. You can't just, you think, Most High is long suffering, but he will not at all acquit the wicked, as it is written. What goes around comes around. You heard that saying, right? Colossians 3:25. Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. And there is no respect of persons. So you do wrong, you can receive for the wrong which you have done, and there's no respect of persons. You're going to be got. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. Don't be deceived. Don't be fooled. Don't let anybody lie to you. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. So you sow murder and pillage and drugs and guns and all the violence that you put upon the earth, that's what you're going to reap from what you've done. That's why it behooves Israel to hear the word of the Most High. Revelations 18:4. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. See? Boy, say, come out of the ways, the ideologies, the idols, and the sins and the iniquities, the wickedness that they're doing. That's their ways. You join into them in mind, soul, and spirit, and actions, the things that you're doing, as they would do, and have you to do, to go to hell with them. The wicked, and that's the wicked straight across the board. It don't matter who they are, because a lot of you ain't dealing with nobody but Israelites. So you going to follow the way of the wicked Israelites, then you going to fall with the wicked Israelites too. That's following the way of the world. You want to follow the curriculum of Esau? Say this is okay, that's wicked. This is okay, that's wicked. This is okay, that's wicked. Then you going to fall right with them. I read to that. Isaiah 13:15. I told you in Amos, through the spirit of the Most High, Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of the Most High people are going to die by the sword. That say the evil shall not touch us or prevail against us. Paraphrasing. Ezra 6 and 21. Ezra 6 and 21. See, he wants to come out. He don't want us to be caught up in the ways of this world. Because this ways of this world is set up to send you straight to hell, people. That's why you got to come out to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and be righteous. Otherwise, you wicked. You can't say you're righteous and you don't believe in the following the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. How you righteous? He say, don't do this, and you do it and say, oh, the Most High know my heart. Yeah, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? The Most High know it. He know what you're doing. You're not getting away with anything with him. Ezra 6:21. And the children of Israel which were come again out of captivity, and all such as had separated themselves unto them from the filthiness of the heathen of the land. I mean, can't get no clearer than that. That's what we got to do now. You have to do this. Separate yourself from the filthiness of the heathen of the land to seek the Most High power of Israel. Seek the Most High power of Israel. You got to come out of the filthiness of the heathen of the land, whatever land you in, and seek the Most High power of Israel by doing what he say do. His rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments. Otherwise, you're going to be caught up in that hellfire that he's going to bring. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Say, gather yourselves together. Yeah. Gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth. Before the day pass as the chaff. You know, chaff is the part of the wheat that they just blow away, just burn up. That you don't need, you can't eat. Before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you. Before the day of the Most High's anger come upon you. Hear that? That don't sound like that's a nice thing that's getting ready to happen to those that don't follow what he say do. Did he say you have you can follow your own heart, your own mind to do whatever you want to do? No. That's why I say when we go off, man, we don't win off. As a people, we went off. Straight up. Now what you gonna do? Now it's time to come back to him and stay with him. And never, ever depart from him. You see, our people want to follow whatever you want to do. Look at Ecclesiasticus 12 and 6. For all you think you can do whatever you want to do. For the Most High hateth sinners. What is sin? 1 John 3 and 4. For sin is the transgression of the law. In the New Testament. Sin is the transgression of the Most High's law. For the Most High hateth sinners. So don't talk about the Most High love the sinner, but he hate the sin. No. For the Most High hateth sinners. He hate those that break his laws, statutes, commandments. He hate those that break his rules and regulations. You can read from Genesis to Deuteronomy to see the laws that the Most High laid out for us. Anyone can. The Bible ain't going nowhere. It's right here every day. Wipe off the dust that's on it and read. That's why they say you'll keep something from us where you put it in a book. It's real simple. It's just all people lazy and they ready to go to hell. Be thrown in the lake of fire if you don't want to. Listen to what the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Just because it ain't swift, he say he keeping them for the mighty day of their punishment. That's why it's 2nd Ezra. What is 2nd Ezra? Better understand, he keeping them because he long suffering. But at the same time, he said in 2nd Ezra 9:22, let the multitude perish then. That's the multitude of people. We just read about how the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force are all the ones that are going to come together and be afraid, but does fight. Hamashiach, Yahushua, and the angels going to be burned up. Every one of them. Ain't going to be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. That's why I say what? Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Born in vain. To the eyes of the Most High. Yeah, he created everybody, right? But some people, he said, were born in vain. He said, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. You see, that's dishonor and that's honor. The multitude perished then, which was born in vain. That's dishonorable. Do we care about them? How you say you care about it when he said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain? So a multitude of people were born just for the number. And for Israelites, you better recognize, we as the Israelites, you always hear us say, oh, 1/3. Only 1/3 gonna make it. But then y'all gonna think y'all gonna come back and say, well, all Israel gonna be saved. How does that make any sense? All is a certain number when you look at the beginning of the words meaning. Zechariah 13:8. Listen, Yasharallah, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Most High, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's 2/3. That's why you hear us saying the 1/3. 2/3 gonna be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. That's that 1/3. That's gonna be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire. He's coming with fire. He's going to bring us through the fire. And the fire is his word. And will refine them as silver is refined. And will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. And I will hear them. Just the 1/3. Going to call on his name. He going to hear us. Most High will if it's us. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Most High is my power. That's the 1/3. And the 2/3 that will be destroyed, cut off, and die, it's saying. All the sinners of the Most High people shall die by the sword. So let nobody tell you that you won't have to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. There's something wrong with you. You got to be real sick to think that the Most High gave us all these laws, statutes, commandments, and the Mashiach came back and said, hey, I didn't come to destroy the law of the prophets. That's all he had to go by. Somebody show me where Hamashiach Yahushua, when he was here in the flesh, was reading to anyone Revelations. Show me that he was reading Romans to Jude, to the people. So if he didn't have the New Testament to give the understanding to the people, what do you think he was going by? The law and the prophets. But see, our people don't recognize because you've been brain polluted with religions. That has nothing to do with teaching the truth of this Bible. Because their knowledge is only going to go so far, then poof, open up this book and show me what you're talking about. It's going to stop. Ain't going to go but so far, then poof, it's gone. Look at John 7 and verse 49. But this people who knoweth not the law are cursed. Hear that? You don't know the law? You cursed. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 2. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 2. So I ain't gonna be no peace. You don't want to come back to the Most High, and you're gonna follow the way of the heathen. When the Most High told us in Jeremiah 10 and 2, learn not the way of the heathen, but you're gonna learn the way of the heathen that's never gonna know the way of the Most High. As it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7, when salvation is coming to Yasharala, it says, as for the way of the Most High, we weird ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through deserts where there lay no way. Here it is. But as for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. No matter how much you've taken the time to teach these heathen nations, that's the end result. They're going to say, we have not known it. Why the Most High just told us to gather together. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 2. A wise man hateth not the law. He would say, a wise man hateth not the law. Or a woman. A wise man hateth not the law, but he that is a hypocrite therein is as a ship in a storm. A man of understanding trusteth in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle. So you want understanding, you're a wise man, you have understanding, you're going to follow the Most High's laws. And you're going to be rewarded with the proper application of knowledge, which is wisdom. If not, then you're going to be walking around in the congregation of the dead. What else can you say you're going to receive? But darkness, ignorance, not knowing, blindness. Job 11, chapter the 3rd verse. Ain't gonna be no peace to the wicked. Ain't gonna be no peace to no one that don't want to follow what is right. When you stay, then you won't have people that's going to want you to feel sorry for them, but they wouldn't listen. They want to do whatever they want to do. The Most High judgment come upon them. Then what you supposed to do? You can't stop it. Job 11 and 3. Should thy lies make men hold their peace? Because you lying? Should it make us hold our peace? All the lies mentioned, it's going to be all right. Ain't never been all right. Ain't going to be all right till the Most High sent a Mashiach Yahushua on this earth to set up righteousness on this earth. How's it going to be right when the earth is filled with wickedness? He said the wickedness will come to this full. Why you got to destroy this place? Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, shall no man make thee ashamed? Yeah, they mocking us. We're supposed to make them ashamed. By what? These scriptures. The word of the Most High, which cut to the marrow of the bone. You're going to feel it. Even though, they start hollering and screaming, whatever, going off. But they just came from church. And you open up this Bible and show you what it's really talking about. Oh, I remember go out, first thing we do is color. Oh, color, why it got to be about color? Our people got a problem with being brown. different shades of brown, because their power is a white man. Caesar Borgia. You cannot tell me that you got a problem with the way you look and the way you are, when the Most High got hair, pure wool. Hamashiach Yahushua got feet like a defined brass of it burned in the furnace, very, very dark skinned, pigment and melanated. To the utmost, with nappy hair. Nappy make you happy. You can do anything with it. And go back to what? Nappy. But if you don't have it, you can't go back to nappy. That's the hair that Most High have. How you gonna dislike what the Most High have? But that's how they got us brain polluted. You know, we all fell into that. Trap. It's traps of the heathen. Learn the way the heathen is a trap. You come back to your natural way that the Most High love you and made you, he gonna love you. That's why it says, shall they lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, shall no man make thee ashamed? Yeah. Come on. They mock it. I'm just going back in time where they mocked our big lips. They mocked our big booties. Women having big booties. Now they got Botox injections in their lips to make their lips bigger. Why? But they mocked us about us having big lips and big booties and so forth, big behinds and so forth. Now, this one girl, her, I guess she had what they do, they put a plate, and it's a plate that's like flat on one side to go around like that to have that big, round booty. And it went, I guess it turned around some kind of way in her sleep or whatever. I don't know how she did it, but it was turned around. The flat part was on the outside. And then she showed how she turned it around, and the flat part was on her booty. And it came around like that. Now, how is it that Miss 6 o'clock straight up and down was okay in the world past, the past times? Now it's about the way you sisters look. And y'all trying to be like them with weaves and all that stuff. You better understand, you got the best of the best. We the chosen of the Most High. They want to be like us, and we try to be like them. Nah. That's joined unto them. Mashiach Yahushua gonna separate all the nations as a shepherd divided the sheep from the goats. You're gonna put the sheep on the right hand and the goats on the left. That's a mindset. Not just because you are, representative of a goat, but it's the mindset. If you're a dead Israelite, you're going to be right over there with the goats. You refuse to accept the word of the Most High, the truth, then you're going to be over there with the goats. The true children of Israel who the Mashiach Yahushua came for. I mean, it said in Matthew 1:21, and she shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Yahushua, and he shall save his people from their sins. Come on. Who is his people? He said in Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So them sheep that's going on right hand are the Israelites. That remnant that we just read about, that 1/3. And them goats are the mindset. That's what they say, come out of her, my people. Come out of that mindset, the filthiness of the heathen. That don't have, and I tell you, I showed you in Wisdom of Solomon 5:7, as for the way of the Most High, as for the way of Mashiach Yahushua, who's the anointed Savior, we have not known it. What part of that you don't understand? Better recognize and behold the truth. Look, Job 11:3. Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest